Hello and welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to keep it short and sweet and share with you one simple technique which I picked up at the beginning of 2019. Now I think this is a pretty cool technique and it can deliver some really interesting results. So I've had a thing for reflections in photography for quite a while, and all you need is one simple tool which the majority of us own, and that's your mobile phone. I've seen so many of these types of images where reflections had been used, and I'd always assumed that photographers were carrying little mirrors around with them, which of course would also work, but in fact they were using their mobile phones. Now as soon as you place your mobile phone in front of your lens, you're going to see how reflective a phone screen is. It literally is like a mirror. So for this shot to work, you've literally got to place your mobile phone screen right in front of the camera lens, with the phone actually touching the lens itself, which I'll show you in this short clip now. Now this is something that you can easily practice out at home, and I genuinely would advise to do so, especially if you were planning on, say, using it out at a wedding, for example, or any other type of professional shoot. Now you're going to find it's a little trickier to pull off than you think, but after a little trial and error, you're going to soon get used to it. Now when using this technique, I would actually suggest using a wider angle lens, and I found that 35mm is sort of the sweet spot. Now of course you could use this at any focal range, but I found, yeah, the wider the focal range, the better. 35mm is perfect. Now after a little practice at home, you're going to know exactly where to place that phone in front of your lens to achieve certain results. Like I say, I'm still getting used to this technique myself, and I use it sparingly at weddings and stuff, but it can take a standard looking image into sort of a more of a wow image, and it's definitely worth the time and the effort just practicing alone at home. Now I've seen this technique being used in all types of situations. I've seen photographers using it during the ceremonies, I've seen it being used during group shots, dance floor shots. It's endless really. You can use this in many different types of situations. Personally for me, I'm actually a fan of using it when I'm photographing the bride. And a simple example is when you place the bride next to a nice big window, having the natural light hitting her, and then you place your phone on the right side of the lens and it will reflect the bride into the phone. So then you get just a reflection of the bride, and it's really simple, but in my opinion it creates some really beautiful results. So I'm going to name a couple of photographers which are pretty epic in my opinion at using these types of techniques. Now you've got Two Man. If you've never heard of Two Man, I would definitely recommend checking out their work. I'll actually put a link in my video description. You're going to see they use reflections a lot, and sometimes you don't even realise reflections are being used, and that's the magic about it. They're just epic with it. So yeah, they're definitely worth a follow. And also one of my favourite photographers at the moment, Neil Redfern. He's actually the one that introduced me to using reflections. So he achieved some amazing results with just a simple phone. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.